There's a lot of things I want to say right now, and I hope I can fit it in about 5 to 10 minutes, but we'll see. By the way, what you're looking at is a touchdown compilation of my 2K5 Atlanta Falcons series. Again, it is the Atlanta Falcons 2K5 franchise. You can watch that. I got the whole playlist right there. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can put the hate comments under that video. Why, with Justin Fields staring you in the face, do you pick a tight end at 4? Don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to get me wrong. Kyle Pitts is the best athlete in this draft. Kyle Pitts is the best athlete in this draft. He is. And you know what? Him being on the Falcons could lead to some very exciting highlights. But you know what? I said the same thing about Julio Jones. Highlights is great. The Falcons have had plenty of highlight makers. Michael Vick, Julio Jones, Michael Turner even, now potentially Kyle Pitts. How many rings did the Falcons get? None. 0. I want Super Bowls. Period. I want Super Bowls. Do you know what you need to win a Super Bowl? You need a good quarterback. Not average. He's got to be good. And he's got to have some of the best games of his life in the playoffs. You need to have a healthy and solid offensive line in front of him. A solid and healthy offensive line. In fact, let me tell you guys something real quick. In 2016, the Falcons made the Super Bowl for a few primary reasons. The number one being Matt Ryan was the MVP. That was the primary reason. But underrated, and another primary reason, not as important as the quarterback play. The Falcons had the same 5 guys start along the offensive line from the start of the season all the way through the end. No other team had the same starting offensive line. And that offensive line was solid because that running game with Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman was lethal. So solid offensive line and healthy offensive line. And then you need a defense. Now, which one is the most important for that team? Don't matter. But either your defense is going to be elite with a good quarterback and a healthy offensive line, or you got an offensive line that is the most important part of your offense as well as your quarterback, and your defense just knows how to hold leads. The Falcons' defense can't hold leads, can it? Falcons can't stop Marietta High School. So why you pick a tight end? Because if you notice, a tight end was not one of my 3 things. The tight end is not that. You do not need a running back, a wide receiver, or a tight end to win the Super Bowl. And I mean like an elite tight end, wide receiver, running back. In fact, name me a tight end. Name me a tight end that was the primary reason for his team winning the Super Bowl. Name me a tight end. Tony Gonzalez couldn't even win a playoff game in Kansas City. Won 1 playoff game with Atlanta. Antonio Gates didn't even sniff the Super Bowl. Gronk was lucky enough to play with Brady. Kittle been to the Super Bowl. But he wasn't the primary reason they went. Come on, y'all. Think about it. Jason Witten. Think about it. What's a tight end going to do? Ultimately, don't give me he's a good athlete, he's a great player. Yes, he is. I will be doing a breakdown on how he fits with this offense. I will be doing some videos with Kyle Pitts. Welcome to Atlanta, brother. I am happy you made the NFL. I want the Falcons to win Super Bowls. They have screwed themselves by adding Kyle Pitts because guess where Atlanta's about to enter? 2 words for you. Quarterback purgatory. That means you have either the worst quarterback or at best a quarterback or quarterbacks that are at best all right. What's quarterback purgatory look like? I don't know, because the Falcons have been in quarterback purgatory once in the last 20 years. Ask the Browns. They were in quarterback purgatory. Ask the Jags. They were in quarterback purgatory. Ask the Jets. They were in quarterback purgatory. The Colts are in it now. Ever since Andrew Luck retired, the Falcons have been in quarterback purgatory 1 time in the last 20 years because they had Michael Vick. Michael Vick goes to prison. They're stuck with Joey Harrington and Byron Leftwich. Next year, they get Matt Ryan. The Falcons have been able to avoid quarterback purgatory for the last 2 decades. They're going to enter it when Matt Ryan either gets traded in a couple years or just retires. The Falcons are headed for quarterback purgatory. You needed a quarterback. It is not mutually exclusive to have a franchise guy and then have another guy ready to take over the franchise when he leaves. You can do both. Talking about he got to sit for 2 years though. But that means you get 2 years after that and possibly an option, and you'd have more cap room. Because Julio might not be on the roster. Deion Jones might not be on the roster. Grady Jarrett might not be on the roster. You would have some money. So when the Falcons don't have nobody at quarterback, oh, but they got a tight end, no. Yeah, y'all can save all that because y'all not going to be saying that. You're not going to be saying that. Got me messed up, man. That's the problem with the Falcons right there. They don't think. Even the new regime. I had somebody say the other day, you got this new GM came from the Saints. How come he came from the Saints? How we know he not blowing the Falcons up from the inside? Now, that's a conspiracy theory. I'm not necessarily endorsing it, but it was something funny I heard the other day. Here's my serious take, though, and I got this from a homeboy named Jeremy. You need a good team like a club sandwich. A good club sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl winning teams are like a good club sandwich. They got their bread, they got good meat, they got some lettuce, some tomato, and some seasonings and some dressings. Right? The Falcons ain't even got the bread. Got a defense can't even stop Marietta High School. But here they are with a tight end. They don't put some dressing on the lettuce. That's a salad. Salads don't win Super Bowls. Gonna get some highlights though. Yeah, but no ring.